Welcome to fellatravel. As you step into a place where crocodiles live side by side with people, where artists transform cow dung into stunning creations, and where the world's strongest man greets you on every corner, you arrive in Burkina Faso. This small but enchanting West African nation invites us on today's fellatravel YouTube episode to explore 12 mind-blowing facts about its culture. From lively traditions and colorful festivals to an affordable cost of living, every corner of Burkina Faso holds a delightful surprise for travelers and curious minds alike. Join us as we uncover the stories and secrets that make this country truly one of a kind. Let's go. The biggest festivals in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso comes alive when two of its most vibrant celebrations take the spotlight, Festema in Didougou and Sao in Ouagadougou. Festema, held every 7 years, turns the town into a living tapestry of colossal masks, towering wooden figures crowned with feathers and horns that embody ancestral spirits. As dancers whirl and stomp to the pulse of thundering drums, spectators are drawn into a ritual that feels both ancient and electrifying. Between the spirited face-offs of masked performers, the air fills with the irresistible aroma of sizzling kebabs and steaming stew, drawing everyone into the festival's communal feast. Just a few hours away, Sao brings together craftsmen and women from across the country every 2 years, filling open-air markets with the rich hues of Faso Danfani textiles, gleaming silver adornments, and intricately molded clay pieces. Here, artisans invite visitors to try their hand at traditional weaving or carving, turning spectators into participants. The grand prize spotlights inventive creations, like mats studded with gleaming metal accents, demonstrating how centuries-old techniques can spark fresh creativity. Together, Festema and Sao showcase Burkina Faso's resilience and inventiveness, proving that art can flourish even in the harshest conditions. These gatherings aren't just events, they're powerful reminders that shared history and collective joy can transform scarcity into something radiant, welcoming everyone to celebrate a culture that refuses to be defined by hardship. Women and Women's Day. Let's shift our focus to the women of Burkina Faso, whose presence brings the colorful essence of West Africa to life. They carry a natural glow, rich, dark skin complemented by curly hair, often styled into elaborate braids that frame deep-set eyes and high cheekbones, all crowned by bright, welcoming smiles. Many still carry on the craft of tribal tattooing, their skin adorned with patterns that serve as living stories of their roots and inner strength. Their wardrobes burst with energy too, from vibrant dresses to statement necklaces, bracelets and earrings in gold, silver, or bronze that ensure they stand out wherever they go. In Burkina Faso, women enjoy a more equitable status in daily life than in some neighboring nations. Access to schooling, medical care, and civic services gives them a powerful role both at home and in the community. And here's a twist you won't find elsewhere. Burkina Faso celebrates its own Women's Day alongside the global March 8th holiday. Instead of the flower and chocolate routine common in the US, men take on household tasks, cooking, cleaning, caring for children, while women enjoy a well-deserved break. In the Fani tribe, men even wear skirts and makeup for the occasion, flipping traditional roles to honor women's everyday contributions. Up next, we'll explore how these creative women transform everyday materials into stunning works of art. Burkina Faso cuisine. Burkina Faso's cuisine invites you on a vibrant tour of West African flavors. At its core is a thick millet or cornmeal dumpling that's traditionally served with rich okra or baobab leaf sauces. Think of it as a more adventurous take on mashed potatoes. Then there's risgras, a generous rice creation simmered in tomatoes, onions, and garlic, studded with tender chicken or beef, and reminiscent of jambalaya, yet entirely its own. For a quick street food fix, brochettes, marinated meat skewers grilled over open flames, send irresistible aromas drifting through market lanes. Quench your thirst with dolo, a robust fermented millet beer, or sip on bissap, a sweet tart hibiscus infusion that refreshes like a tangy berry drink. Simple, fresh, and incredibly affordable, every bite tells a story of community and ingenuity. Which of these dishes would you try first? Houses made from cow dung built by women. I think you need high-tech tools to create art. The women of Tybal prove that notion wrong. In their village, homes spring up from a simple blend of earth, straw, and cow dung materials that might sound odd but yield walls both durable and wonderfully insulating, keeping interiors cool in blazing heat and cozy when nights turn chilly. Yet these dwellings aren't just shelters, they're living masterpieces. Skilled artisans carve intricate geometric motifs and sacred symbols into every surface, turning the entire settlement into a vibrant, open-air gallery where no two houses are alike. The walls rise to about 6 feet, and doorways stand just 3 feet tall, requiring visitors to bow in respect and once serving as a clever deterrent against intruders. On one facade, swirling spirals stand guard. On another, sharp triangles speak of strength and resilience. Every motif carries cultural meaning passed down through generations, reflecting the community's history and beliefs in a deeply personal way. This inspired fusion of practicality and artistry makes Tybal a can't-miss stop on our fellatravel journey, setting the stage for the larger-than-life figure we'll encounter next. The strongest man in the world. Sheikh Ahmed Al Hassan Sano, better known around the world as Iron Bibi, stands as a living testament to raw power and unbreakable spirit. Growing up in Burkina Faso, he first surprised everyone on the rugby field, where his natural strength was impossible to miss. After making the leap into strongman competitions, he adapted to limited resources by hoisting car engines and concrete blocks as training tools, proving that determination outweighs any lack of equipment. His competitive resume reads like legend. In 2019, he rocked the strongman world with a 469-pound log lift, and 2 years later, he shattered that mark with a 505-pound axle press, both earning spots in the Guinness World Records. Day in and day out, he dedicates himself to relentless practice, studying opponents' techniques, refining every movement, and especially perfecting his beloved log press with surgical precision. At 6'8" and nearly 400 pounds, Bibi commands attention before he even steps onto the platform. Yet his easy grin and playful antics, pretending to struggle before hoisting a massive weight effortlessly, remind everyone that joy can coexist with sheer brute force. His appetite matches his stature. 8 roasted chickens, gallons of milk, and mountains of rice fuel each grueling workout. What began as a friendly nickname among teammates has grown into the moniker that defines his global reign. From local fields in Burkina Faso to the world's biggest stages, Iron Bibi shines as a symbol of grit, charisma, and unrelenting optimism. Mobile markets on heads. In Burkina Faso, Vendors bring a unique energy to every street by balancing their wares atop their heads, turning each shopping trip into a moving celebration of tradition and ingenuity. In Ouagadougou, you might spot a woman weaving through bustling lanes, her head crowned by a neat stack of gleaming oranges, while elsewhere a man follows the smoky aroma of brochettes, his tin trays swinging gently and drawing eager customers behind him. These wanderers do more than sell, they enliven the marketplace with deliberate, graceful steps that marry function and beauty. This talent is a heritage passed down through families. Girls begin by carrying simple water bowls, learning posture and poise before advancing to hefting, towering baskets of vibrant textiles or rich, golden shea butter. With spines straight and feet sure, they conquer uneven paths and crowded alleys without spilling a single item, a feat that both locals and visitors admire. Adaptability is at the heart of their craft. When the sun blazes, they offer chilled drinks. As evening falls, they switch to warm, savory snacks. They materialize wherever demand calls, perhaps at a remote homestead in need of soap, or amid urban traffic snarls where someone longs for a quick, satisfying bite. Always in tune with the moment, they operate like instinctive pop-up shops. Part of their allure lies in the performance, a playful tomato toss here, a sung tribute to millet cakes there, turning each transaction into an entertaining exchange. Laughter and friendly haggling ripple through the crowd, and loyal patrons often walk away with an unexpected treat. Beyond commerce, these vendors weave communities together, sharing news and laughter as they go. With scarves, skewers, and stories in tow, they offer a genuine taste of Burkina Faso's spirit. Their unyielding smiles under the relentless sun stand as a vivid testament to resilience and camaraderie. The land of honest men. Burkina Faso isn't just another pin on a map. This West African nation lies landlocked between Mali, Niger, Benin, Togo, Ghana, and Ivory Coast. Covering roughly 105,900 square miles, it's larger than Colorado yet a bit smaller than New Zealand. Positioned where the Sahara's southern edge meets verdant grasslands, the country experiences 2 clear seasons, a long dry stretch from October through May, when daytime highs can top 113 def, 45 deg C before cooling off at night, and a rainy spell from June to September, when fields burst into lush green. In 1984, Upper Volta became Burkina Faso, literally land of honest people, a name celebrating the character and fortitude of its more than 22 million citizens. Young and dynamic, this population includes over 60 ethnic groups, led by the Mossi, who account for around 40%. While French is the official language, daily life often unfolds in one of over 70 indigenous tongues, more, the Mossi language being especially widespread. With its dramatic landscapes, rich traditions, and welcoming spirit, Burkina Faso offers an adventure unlike any other. Join fellatravel to discover its true essence. Affordable transportation with the most multifunctional driver in Africa. Let's talk about taxis in Burkina Faso and adventure on wheels. These green and white cars, mostly battered Peugeot 505s or 90s Toyotas, often run without windows or door handles, patched together with string, yet still dart along Ouagadougou's dusty roads. But the true showstoppers are the drivers. They're part DJ, bumping Afrobeat, part philosopher, ready to debate soccer or politics, part comedian, delivering jokes around every turn. Expecting silence? You'll soon find yourself in a deep discussion while the latest hits play. Forget meters, fares depend on haggling. Tell a great story or praise their skills, and you might snag a discount. Some will trade rides for a cup of coffee or friendly conversation. It's normal for them to stop and pick up a passerby or pause mid-journey to catch up with a friend. That's just part of the charm. In Burkina Faso, taxis are more than transport, they're a snapshot of daily life. Next up, let's steer into Burkina Faso's booming film scene. This country hosts the largest film festival in Africa. Forget Hollywood's sparkle. For true cinematic passion, visit Burkina Faso and its iconic Fespaco Festival. Launched in 1969 and held every 2 years in Ouagadougou, Fespaco shines a spotlight on authentic African storytelling. Filmmakers, actors, and movie fans converge in open air spaces, soccer fields, dusty plazas, and bustling markets where there's no dress code or exclusive badges. Local vendors line the aisles, offering traditional snacks as films roll under the vast West African sky. The highest honor, the Etalon de Yenenga, is a golden tribute to a Mossi warrior princess awarded to the continent's standout film. This unfiltered celebration captures Africa's creative spirit and raw energy. Have you ever caught a movie in such a surprising setting? Fespaco's vibrant cultural pulse is only the beginning. Next, we'll explore Burkina Faso's breathtaking landscapes and rich traditions. A travel paradise. Burkina Faso often flies under the radar, which is exactly what keeps it so untouched. At Arli National Park, spanning almost 800 square miles, every safari enthusiast will find thrills around every bend. From November through May, herds of elephants, prides of lions, hippos, and colorful birds congregate at waterholes, giving you prime opportunities for jaw-dropping shots. In Ouagadougou, the National Museum offers a hands-on journey into local traditions with displays of traditional costumes, musical instruments, sculptures and masks, and artisans showing their skills live. If dramatic terrain calls to you, the Sindhu Cliffs deliver, towering sandstone pillars shaped over millennia, ideal for hiking, climbing, and soaking in epic sunset views. At the top, the vast expanse of West Africa unfolds before you. Do you prefer wildlife encounters, cultural deep dives, or stunning landscapes? Burkina Faso delivers all three. Ready for your next fellatravel adventure? The richest crocodile village in the world. At Bazoul, a remote village in Burkina Faso, crocodiles aren't viewed as threats but embraced as cherished members of the community. For more than 600 years, locals have coexisted with over 100 of these ancient reptiles, forming a bond that began during a fierce drought when the crocodiles guided villagers to hidden water sources and saved countless lives. Today, residents feed their scaled neighbors by hand, greet them by name, and honor them through vibrant festivals. When one of these gentle giants dies, the entire village gathers for a solemn ceremony to pay respects. Unlike in Florida or Louisiana, where warning signs and fences separate people from alligators, Bazoul's crocodiles mingle freely, calmly jostling for food and even approaching visitors for a handshake or a close-up photo. Each year, curious travelers arrive to see firsthand how mutual respect and trust can flourish between species. Would you dare to get that once-in-a-lifetime selfie with a crocodile here? Tell us what you think in the comments below. Next up on fellatravel, we'll uncover more of Burkina Faso's hidden gems and surprising stories. Cost of living in Burkina Faso. Living in Burkina Faso is remarkably affordable. A spacious flat in Ouagadougou is for under $300 a month, and you'll find suburban rentals for about $100, a world away from New York's sky-high prices. Eating out at local cafes runs just $2 to $5 for a basic meal, similar to a coffee back home, while mid-range restaurants charge $15 to $25. Gas sits around $4 per gallon, but jumping on a moto, taxi, or bush taxi at roughly $0.50 per ride keeps your daily commute between $1 and $3. Monthly utilities, including electricity, water, and basic internet, land in the $30 to $50 range, with faster connections available for $25 to $40, more than enough for HD streaming or remote work. All told, you can live comfortably on $500 to $700 each month, just a fraction of what big cities demand. Does this sound like your next adventure? Reply 1 for yes, 0 for no, or 7 if you'd like visa details for a fellatravel Burkina Faso trip. Conclusion. Burkina Faso isn't simply a stopover, it wraps you in a living, breathing mosaic of tradition and soul that lingers long after you leave. Lose yourself in the vibrant chaos of Bobo Dioulasso's streets, where the Grand Mosque's sun-baked walls dominate the skyline, balafons resonate through the marketplace, and the jagged Sindhu peaks rise on the horizon as an open call to Rome. Every festival floods your senses. In Ouagadougou, Fespaco screens stories that echo deep within, while over in Cebu, sacred crocodiles lounge by the water, tended by locals whose devotion transforms ritual into legend. It's the people who stitch these moments into a shared tapestry, the Masi, Fulani, Guransi, offering steaming bowls of tea drenched in tangy sauces, shaping leather and clay into art, their stalls heavy with shea butter and humming with lively bartering. This land doesn't fade from your memory, it reshapes how you see the world, leaving a vibrant, unforgettable mark on your heart.